Welcome in, welcome in. I do apologize if you hear any lawnmower noises in the background. My lawn is being mowed right now. So, that is a situation. I'm actually going to check something real quick to make sure they don't need anything from me. Okay, cool. Ferrets handling it. We love to see it. Hello? Oh my god, I don't have my glasses. Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm back. That was crazy not having my glasses. I was like, huh? I took them off when I was doing my makeup and I never put them back on. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. If not, I hope to make it a little bit better. Hello, Blastzumis. Hello. Hello, my little cherry blossomies. How is everyone's day going today? Today we're going to be playing some Apple Bag again. The game I voice act in. We love to see it. I play Rowan, and I'm romancing Rowan in the game. Now, I will also remind you guys, my throat did a weird thing just then, that this game, I don't believe is fully finished, but the first 4 days are out. So we're playing the first 4 days, and then we will play even more if anything else comes out of it. Or I guess when more comes out. But welcome back! We are once again going to be recording this at the same time, so y'all already know the drill. Let me open up Apple Bag. We're gonna be trying to finish it today. Finish what's out. We shall see. Okay, switching over. Okay, hopefully the volume's still okay. Game. Apple Bag. There we go. Yay! We're back. Okay. It is a new day for those watching this in the video form. We are live once again, and I'm going to be continuing Apple Bag. Hopefully the volume's okay. Let me know if I need to fix anything in chat, guys. Thank y'all. Okay, load. Day 2. That's where we left off. Let's frickin' go. The weekend passed in a blur. It slipped away before I'd even noticed. All of a sudden, I was back in the store, watching the clock tick slower than usual. My phone buzzed lightly, a reminder of the few texts I'd exchanged with Rowan over the weekend. Okay. We chatted a bit, nothing deep, mostly surface level stuff. Mostly surface level stuff you talk about when you've yet to figure out something to bond over. Here, I'm taking my ear slightly out of this headphone because I remembered that there's whispering that might happen, and I think if I have both headphones on, I'm gonna crash out. I'd learned that she was studying psychology and seems weirdly passionate about cheesecake. Oh, I knew that because I fucking love, oh, the screen's not cropped correctly. Thank you, Liz. Okay, we're gonna continue. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, I remembered that from auditioning, or like learning more about the character when I got the character, that they were studying psychology and they loved cheesecake. 'Cause I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake, and psychology was one of the things that I actually was really tempted to go to school for. So I thought that was fun. Rowan had a way of texting that kept everything light, like she was only half invested. It was dry. Still, I found myself checking my phone, wondering if she had texted back. Okay, hold on, sorry. I'm situating my microphone so you guys can hear me better. I really like talking to her, even if it was just surface level. I was lost in thought, half smiling at my phone, when an unmistakably familiar voice pulled me back to reality.
Are you ignoring me or something?
Ooh, new character. I glanced up, blinking as I registered that Elise was sitting in front of me. She had that frown over her smile, as if just existing in my presence was both annoying and amusing. No, I am not Elise. She leaned back, crossed her arms, and glanced around the store from behind the register as though already bored. That was a record. It only took her 6 minutes before she tried to get my attention. I stifled the urge to sigh. Elise wasn't exactly a close friend, but in a town this small, you couldn't really be picky with what company you had. Like me, she didn't have... My throat did a weird thing because I just ate lunch. Like me, she didn't have many friends or even acquaintances, and whenever she wanted to complain, she'd show up the moment I started my shift. What are you even doing behind the register? I was tired, so I took the chair. Well, it's a store. You're not really supposed to do that. Are you gonna sit there, or are you actually here to buy something? She raised an eyebrow and pretended to be offended.
What? Can't a girl hang out with her favorite store clerk?
I scoffed. Favorite was definitely pushing it. Hold on. Do we have our audio the way we like it? Yes. Okay, good. I just want to make sure. I scoffed. Favorite was definitely pushing it, given how she only popped in when I needed someone to vent to. When she needed someone to vent to, I think is maybe what it said. That's crazy, Liz. You've been a fan from the beginning. God damn. Thank you for stopping in, Mango. Hello, Quakes. Who the hell is Elise? We're finding out. Did someone piss you off at work or something?
No, not this time. But I do have to update you on work drama.
As much as Elise got under my skin, part of me enjoyed these little glimpses into the mess that was her life. It wasn't like there was much else to do on a quiet Monday night. I dragged a cardboard box over and settled it into a makeshift seat. The feeling of my phone in my back pocket bothered me, so I took it out and put it on the counter. All right, go on. So what's got you so worked up? Elise leaned in, and her eyes flashed with that mix of excitement and dread typical in a gossipy person.
My ex is back in town, just for a few days.
The room was silent as I put two and two together. Aurora? Is that how you pronounce that? Aurora? She rolled her eyes dramatically.
You act like I have more than one ex. Of course it's Aurora.
Aurora, okay. Aurora? The moment she said that, I couldn't help letting a grimace cross my face. Elise picked up on it instantly. Her expression tightened into a scowl. Oh, don't make that face. I haven't gotten to the good part. There's a good part? To be honest, I don't need the whole story to tell you this. Elise, you really, really shouldn't try to talk to Aurora while she's here. Elise frowned and put her arms in front of her defensively. Wow, so you're not even going to pretend to be on my side here? It's not about sides, but you know how things went down? You seriously think she would want to talk to you after, well, everything? I don't think it's Agatha. I feel like it's Agath or Agath or something like that. But I'm going to say Agatha because that's how I've already been pronouncing it. Even Agatha got mad at you for what you did. She shook her head, lips pursed tightly.
Look, it's not like I meant to hurt her. I was just figuring things out. Is that such a crime?
I raised an eyebrow. Elise, you dated one of the only lesbians in town because you wanted to see if you could be gay too. Ooh, that's not good. You made your whole personality about being in love with her. Then when you decided that you were in fact straight, you broke up with her over the phone? Why are we talking to her again? No warning, no conversation, just done. Elise shifted around uncomfortably. Her gaze darted away, but I could tell my words had hit a nerve. Still, she stayed defensive.
I didn't know what I wanted, okay? It's not like I could have figured that out on my own.
I shook my head and sighed. I get that. But Aurora, she deserved better than being treated like some kind of experiment. It was cruel. If you're gonna experiment, you need to be very, 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 very communicative with the person. And you need to make it very, very clear that that is what you're in the relationship for. If you can even call it that. Like, friends with benefits, really, at the end of the day, is what that would be. You know? You need to make it very clear that, like, I don't know my sexuality and I'm trying to figure that out through this. You can't pretend to be in love with someone and then... You can't pretend to be in love with someone and letting my own past experiences get in my head. You can't pretend to be in love with someone and then just drop them when you realize you're not gay. I'm looking at you. Not any of you. But you! Not you. Not you guys. Not you guys. Not the Blasumis. Not you guys. But you. If you know who you are, you probably don't even think about it that way. But you know. You know. Anyways, Elisa's face softened when she lowered her eyes in guilt. You really think she wouldn't want to see me? Not even to talk? I hesitated. Part of me wanted to go easy on her, to give her some comfort, but I couldn't let her off the hook that easily. Maybe someday, but right now I wouldn't count on it. I've been in Aurora's situation before. Not good. Not good, actually. Not good, actually. Not good. Not good. No bueno. Not good. Not good. So, Elise, you're kind of making me pissed off at you immediately. I looked at Elise, noticing the way her shoulder... I think a lot of queer women have experienced this experience. I think a lot of queer people have experienced this experience before. So... I looked at Elise, noticing the way her shoulders had slumped. Oh my god, I have one hair that's too long that keeps poking me in the eye. I'm gonna break it. Don't do that. It's bad for your hair, but I'm gonna do it. Noticing the way her shoulders had slumped and her gaze kept shifting around the floor. For all her rough edges, there was something almost vulnerable in her eyes at that moment that made me regret the harsh, I'm assuming, words so quickly. I found a typo. LLLL. Maybe it wasn't fair to write her off like I had. After all, relationships were messy and feelings weren't always so clear-cut. I adjusted myself in the cardboard box and softened my voice a little. Sorry if that was too harsh, Elise. I didn't mean to make it all seem so black and white. She shrugged and gave me a small understanding smile, though I could see the pain through her behind her eyes.
I get it. It's a complicated story, to say the least. And it's not like you said something that wasn't true. I just don't really like to hear it.
I'm reading chat and smiling, but this is not a smiling I'm smiling at chat. I should not. I should lock in. Hold on. She glanced down at her hands, fidgeting with her ring and with a pensive expression on her face.
I mean, everyone else sees me as the bad guy too, so there must be a valid reason.
Yeah, and when you're in that type of situation, you look internally and you figure out, okay, what is the common denominator that everyone is pointing out? Is it something that I really need to work on? Okay, you know, you look inside and you figure out, why did I feel the need to do that? Was it for the attention? Was it genuinely because I was curious about my sexuality? Was it because I did have feelings for her, but maybe I'm ace and I just don't know how to communicate that. Like, do a lot of research, figure out why you feel that way. At the end of the day, we are humans, we make mistakes, but it's about how we handle the apology and being able to admit we did something wrong that shows, I feel like, your character the most, right? So, yeah.
Back in high school, everyone just assumed we'd end up together. I guess I just went along with it because I was too afraid to say I wasn't sure.
She sighed bitterly.
It's stupid, but I genuinely liked her. She was one of the first people who saw me, you know? Like, really saw me.
Okay.
I wanted to make it work with her. And if I had to force love, she was the only person I wished it could have happened with.
Okay. Yeah, I understand where Elise is coming from a little bit more, but also, don't you think that she deserves true love? Not forced love? Not forced love, you know? Don't you feel like she deserves true love that is reciprocated evenly? If you love her that much? I truly believe if you love them, you will let them go type of love, right? It's fun to play into the obsessive, like, obsession. No, the obsessive, like, I love you so much, like, I need you, right? But, like, at the end of the day, we should never need another person to be whole. We are whole by ourselves, right? And we should always want the best for the people we love, even if that doesn't include us in the story. And that's a really hard pill to swallow. And that's an incredibly harder thing to put into practice. So by no means am I saying that everyone should be able to do that, because it takes a lot of learning who you are as a person, learning how you work, how you can best communicate that to other people, and how your attachment styles are. And if you really love that person in a romantic sense, or if it's just platonic, and if you need to let them be loved romantically, if that's what they're looking for, even if you love them so deeply platonically, you can't fulfill them for their romantic need. That doesn't mean breaking up with them, though, over a phone call. That means talking to them and saying, hey, listen, I don't think I love you in a romantic way like you love me, and I think you deserve to be loved so wholly, because I do love you, but I don't think I love you that way. I want to be in your life. I want to be present. I care about you so deeply, but I don't think I don't think I'm the best partner you could have, you know? I think that there's a better way to communicate that. But anyways, that's just me. This is obviously a intentionally flawed character in the game. So, like, I'm excited to learn more about her and hopefully get a little bit more insight. We'll see. I nodded and watched her attentively as she spoke. I could see she was still struggling with it. And now you're hoping to talk to her. Okay, hold on, my brain. And now you're hoping that talking to her might make things less messy? Elise looked up at me with a flicker of hope in her eyes. That was almost painful to see. Yeah, I just thought maybe if we could talk, I'd have a chance to explain myself.
Maybe she'd understand that I didn't mean to hurt her. That I was trying to figure things out, just like everyone else.
Understandable. And I do think that talking to her is not a bad idea, as long as you are willing to not have the apology accepted. And you can't ambush them. You have to make sure that they are okay with you talking to them, because they might not want to talk about it. You need to say, hey, I want to properly apologize to you. Like, open up with that. I want to properly apologize to you. I see you're in town. Can we meet up? If you're not comfortable, that's okay. Like, we don't have to. And leave the ball in their court. And then if they you know, come forward and are like, okay, yeah, no, I'm fine to talk. You need to still be okay with them not accepting your apology, because you're apologizing to make sure that you know in your consciousness that you can release that, right? And move forward with your life and try to just be a better person going forward, you know?
What do you think?
What do I think? A lot of things, apparently, because I have been talking throughout this entire section. I leaned back and considered her words. I could see where she was coming from, but it couldn't erase what had happened. Even if I feel bad for you, you did use her. If that's how it went, Aurora isn't exactly blameless either. No, Aurora is blameless. Sorry. Aurora's innocent here from everything I've heard. I wanted another answer that's like, well, yeah, talk to her, but don't, you know. Talk to her, but don't, you know, pressure her into receiving your apology. Bruh. I guess I have to say you did use her. You're in the wrong. You're in the wrong. Elise is in the wrong, but also she has the ability to reach out and try to apologize. Like, that's fine. There's no in between, though. It's just black or white. Even if you feel bad, you did use her is what I'll say, I guess. There's not a good answer here. I took a deep breath, hoping my words wouldn't sound too harsh, but I couldn't sugarcoat it for her. Elise, even if you feel bad, you did use her. Okay, that wasn't too harsh. Okay. You might not have meant to, but you did put your own feelings above hers. That is true. You wanted to figure things out. Sure, I understand that. But you didn't think about how it would affect her. That's also true. She looked away and I pressed, okay. I'm glad we said it that way. Because sometimes with visual novels, you do not know how the character is going to say. It could be like, I agree. You click on it, it's like, I agree, except you're a dumb bitch. And it's like, I didn't mean to say that. Why didn't you tell me the whole fucking line I was supposed to say? What? I was trying to agree with her, you know? So I'm glad that, like, we said it in a good way, because I was really nervous when clicking the option. A cat has entered my office, by the way. She might. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. She's laying in the corner. She looked away, but I pressed on because I felt she needed to hear it. Now you're doing it again, putting your feelings first and expecting her to give you closure. It's once again putting your feelings above hers. Just because you feel guilty doesn't mean you're owed anything. Her face softened as she stared at her hands, still twisting her ring nervously.
I guess you're right. It's just hard, you know?
That was a little harsh at the end. I wouldn't have said that last bit. I would have said if you want to reach out to her, you have to do it on her terms and, like, accommodate to her and put her feelings first in the situation. You don't have to, like, she doesn't have to receive your apology, but you can offer it. You know? There is an in-between here, but I'm not going to get into that. I already did get into that. Okay.
Sitting with all of this, knowing I hurt her and that there's nothing I can do to make it right.
Ooh, that's a good detail there, Liz. The ring might have been given to her by Aurora. Yeah, I get that, but sometimes you just have to live with it. You do have to process it. You can't just live with it. You have to process it and try to be a better person in order to move on. And you also have to, like I said, offer an apology for your sake. That does not mean they have to accept it, right? I've been watching a lot of Peter Mon recently. Very wise man. Very, very wise man. Love Peter Mon. I'm a Peter monster. What can I say? Blue heart. So he talks about, because he's sober, and he talks about, like, his sobriety journey and how, like, you have to do, like, emotional sobriety to be able to do full sobriety. It's a whole thing. I don't know that much about it. I'm young and have no experience in that personally. But from what he said, it was really, really cool to hear about because it's something that people aren't very vulnerable about typically. And at least in my life, I haven't experienced that. And I think that it's just really beautiful to learn about it. You have more empathy for people through learning about it. And him talking about, like, you can't just quit substances without doing the inner work, right? Because then you're going to be anyone who you wronged, any things that you haven't gotten through are going to make you want to go back And so you have to like, you need to do the inner work, right? You need to do that with anything, right? But he said to like, you can offer an apology, but they do not have to take your apology, because you're apologizing for your own mental sake. They don't have to take your apology for their own mental sake. You are not owed forgiveness, but you can apologize to make yourself not ruminate on it anymore. But you are not owed forgiveness. And I think that's just so... I think psychology is so cool. I think that like the way you navigate mental health as someone who struggles with mental health, and the way that you continue forward after making mistakes, I think is just incredibly cool to talk about, because it makes it where you're better prepared for the future if you need that. You're getting a tool in your tool belt, right? Anyways, so that's why I'm like so passionate about this right now. I've just recently thought about this. Anyways, you just have to live with it. Yeah. People you hurt don't have to hold your hand just because you feel remorse. Again, I wouldn't have said it that rough, that harsh. I'm not gonna lie. She gave me a small, sad nod showing that she had accepted it. The store felt quieter, maybe because we finally took a break to breathe. Elise leaned back, a mischievous smirk spreading across her face as she stared at me with an intensity that made me wary. She was clearly looking to shift the conversation onto some safer, less personal ground.
Okay, enough about me and my disastrous love life. Let's talk about you.
Ooh.
Anyone caught your eye lately?
I scoffed and rolled my eyes dramatically. Oh, absolutely. My life's a romantic whirlwind, can't you tell? I mean, who doesn't swoon at the sight of those shelves? I gestured around at the dusty, cluttered aisles of the store, but Elise wasn't letting me off the hook that easily. She uncrossed her arms, raising an eyebrow as if daring me to keep playing coy.
Very funny. But come on, you're dodging the question.
Someone's got your attention, haven't they? Or are you trying to tell me none of the newcomers have sparked your interest?
No dodging.
Trust me, Elise, I'd rather sit through a play-by-play of your dating disasters than dive into my own. She interrupted me, by the way. I wasn't able to read that full thing. She tilted her head, eyes narrowing, clearly not convinced.
That's a suspicious answer.
I opened my mouth to protest, but just then my phone, still sitting on the counter, buzzed loudly. The screen lit up with a series of notifications. Hello, Selena. Welcome in. Like a cat, Elise's gaze shot to it immediately. Her eyes practically gleamed before I could grab it. She snatched it up, her elbow keeping her at distance.
Let's see. Unknown number. Wait a minute. Someone's using hearts in their message with you.
She turned the phone towards me, her grin widened as she waggled it teasingly in my face. I snatched it from her and felt my face heat up as I glanced at the message on the screen. Hey, Rowan. Hey, it's Rowan. Changed my number so you can text me on this one. Hope your shift is going well. It was kind of her to send me her new number.
So, you do have a love life.
I hope that's actually her, because this is a horror game. I'm like suspicious of everything. Shush, Elise, give me that back.
No. You're not getting away that easily.
Despite her words, she handed back my phone with an awfully devilish grin.
So, who's this mystery texter who's clearly interested enough to send you a
they said their name
barrage
was
of heart
Rowan. If
emojis?
you would have read it, you would have
Is he
known.
cute?
Is he cute? Is he cute? She nudged me with her elbow. Eyes twinkled with anticipation, clearly enjoying the chance to turn the tables. I won't share more than that. Consider yourself lucky that you even got a glimpse. She patted and crossed her arms, letting out a dramatic sigh.
Oh, come on. I thought we were bonding here. Can't a girl get a little vicarious romance?
I laughed and shook my head. Maybe someday, but I don't think this would even count as romance material. Just then, my phone buzzed again and another message popped up. Elise leaned on the counter to read over my shoulder with a smirk. I'm not trying to be pushy, but can you answer just in case I sent this to the wrong number, please? That's how I am. That's so how I am. It's the tism in it. It's the tism. I'm like, I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I'm not gonna be able to think until I know. Oh, that's such a cute little icon for us. I love the icons. Yeah, it's me. Sorry for taking a while to reply. I'm with a customer right now. No problem. Have a great night. Stop staring, Elise. Her eyes locked on me with a pleased grin on her lips, still sitting on the edge of the chair. What are you talking about? I'm not staring. She brought her hand to her chest, feigning ignorance without losing her grin.
I'm definitely not enjoying a little second-hand romance.
I actually have work to get back to. You know, those shelves don't stock themselves. An actual customer might show up.
Oh, yes. The dozens of customers who come in at this time of day.
Don't you have stuff you need to get to as well, Elise? We were talking. That is something I'd like to get back to. By something, I meant an actual activity. Boo, you're no fun, Izzy. Am I wrong? Don't you have anything to do on a Monday night?
Ooh, no need to call me out on my poor social life, all right? I'll leave you to your very important job.
Elise jumped up from the chair, turned towards the door, and started walking away. Thank you. And you're really not supposed to be behind the counter. Yeah, of course. She waved her hand nonchalantly. I heard the familiar doorbell chime, followed by the soft sound of the door closing. I swear. I looked at my phone one last time before I got back to work, not able to hold back a small smile when I looked at the messages from Rowan. The week had started off well. Ooh, we're already on day 3? Oh my god. Ah! Some days it just feels like... Oh wait, hold on, let me save. Some days it just feels like the universe is against you. Cold weather with rain that felt like it was whipping my face. Car drivers that decided to race next to you. You'd think that they would be a little bit more conscientious to not splatter pedestrians while driving by them. Maybe they hadn't considered that there would have been anyone walking on that sidewalk at that time of day, but still. As if I wasn't wet enough, I stepped in a puddle while trying to avoid another one. I had forgotten to bring my umbrella, though that would not have stopped me from getting splattered, both from stepping in that puddle and the car drenching me. What a great day. There was a small hope inside of me that Agatha would have warmed up the store after my requests, but I had to resolve to dry clean myself with paper towels. The sound of rain against the store windows was usually cozy, but that day it really just pissed me off. It's just one of those days. Setting up the shop got my mind away from my wetness. That's a disgusting sentence. At least a bit. But I don't like the word wetness. But I began thinking about something more irritating. How Rowan had suddenly ghosted me. We had been texting each other quite a lot, so to suddenly not get any answers felt like a stab to the heart. Even though we both seemed to like each other at least a little, even though we were mostly exchanging pleasantries, even though we seemed to both like each other at least a little. She had answered for my number and seemed interested. She had asked for my number and seemed interested, but maybe I got it wrong? After what I saw, I'm a little nervous. I hope Rowan's okay. After what I saw on the back of the note with her number she gave me last time, it also felt a little suspicious to get ghosted. Was there something going on with Rowan that I should be wary of? The sound of the doorbell pulled me back to the real world, as if the day couldn't get any worse. In came the group of students that I had seen Rowan with before. I greeted them with my best customer service smile and scanned through the group. She wasn't with them that time. Was she avoiding me physically as well? I glanced at them one more time, just in case I had missed her. That was when I spotted a new face. Last one into the shop was a blonde girl wearing a dark red sweater and some ripped jeans. She strolled in, looked around the shop with her gaze. Though she didn't really stand out, all the people in the group appeared to look at her while they tried to make jokes. I easily recognized that situation from my high school years. Come here, baby. Come here. Rory's meowing. Come here. Come here, babies. Come hang out. It's okay. Come here. She's crazy. They all wanted to impress her. After the group had made their way through the store, the blonde girl came up to the counter with beer and chips. Welcome. I need to see some ID for the alcohol. After a quick rummaging through her bag, she handed me her ID. She was 20 years old and her name was Jessica. The name seemed familiar. Yeah. Great. Let me just get this checked out. Gave her ID expecting a polite thank you, but was met with nothing more than her snatching the card off my hand. Jessica? Was that like a name that the friend group mentioned? Or was that the other missing person? I can't figure out if that's the missing person or not. The other missing person, not Sam, not Sammy, but I gave her back her ID expecting a polite thank you, but it was met with nothing more than her snatching the card out of my hand. Well, that was rude. Thank goodness she didn't seem interested in talking to me. I wouldn't have had anything pleasant to tell her. Unless she hadn't kindly talked about them, but Rowan had called them her friends. Maybe I could ask them why she is not there with them. Hey, sorry to ask, but why isn't Rowan with you? With some hesitation, I choose to ask them. Hey, sorry to ask, but why isn't your other friend with you, Rowan? Jessica gave me a quick look of annoyance as she looked me up and down.
How do you even know her?
Well,
know
she's
I don't
a
care, right? I didn't ask you to explain.
You literally just did. What you just did.
Also, just because she comes here doesn't mean she's your friend or anything. I go to class every day. That doesn't mean I'm friends with the janitor.
Before I could open my mouth again, she had picked up the last beer and walked away, the other students following her steps. I was left feeling kind of embarrassed, but the feeling quickly turned into anger. She was so rude, and for what? I thought the thought of her stung as my mind raced back to the thoughts I was trying to ignore. Wherever they were going, Rowan would be there, so why didn't she come to the store with them? Had I gotten that right? She really didn't want to see me? If that was the case, I would have preferred she just said that to my face. Well, it wasn't like there was anything going on between us, so I shouldn't have felt bad or spent any more time worrying about that. I hate customer service. Me too, bestie. I was a waitress and a hostess. Fucking hated that shit. Working through the rest of the shift went relatively smoothly. The rain let up during the hours of work, so getting home would be easier. As the night progressed, I started to calm down a bit. I was finally dry and began to warm up. My mind found better things to think about while I worked. While I was checking the inventory at the back of the shop, I heard the sound of a doorbell accompanied by the loud noise of the door being flung open aggressively. A bit confused, my eyes turned towards the door where a bewildered Rowan had just entered. She scanned the place when she noticed me, approached me with hostility. Oh no, were we not supposed to mention that we were talking to her? Oh no. I quickly closed the back door before she closed the distance, her body at less than arm lengths from me. She looked angry. The second thing that hit me was the smell of both perfume and beer. The perfume was sweet. It reminded me of oranges, but the beer made it clear that she had been drinking. Okay, so she's drunk.
Don't oh hi me.
Thrown by the aggressive tone, I could only answer with a confused look while staring back at her.
Don't look at me like that. You don't have the right to act confused.
Hey, lose the attitude.
Oh, I can't be angry.
Of course you can be angry. What the hell does that have to do with me?
Don't start lying. It's pissing me off that you're acting like you did nothing. That was so fucking rude of you. You really thought I wouldn't come deal with this in person? You're a fucking prick.
It's so funny because I remember recording these lines, but I have no memory of what the context is. I remember recording them, but I don't remember the context. I don't remember the details. This was half a year ago. This was over half a year ago that I recorded these. I took a deep breath, put my hands in front of me with some hope that Rowan might calm down as well. Okay, slow down. What the hell is this all about, Rowan? If there is one person who's in the wrong, that would be you. You bitch! Be grateful I respect your shop owner too much to get into a fight here. What the fuck is wrong with you? Clearly my defensive gesture had not worked. Honestly, Rowan, I'm lost. What are you even talking about? She took a deep breath, moving backward with her fist in the air as if trying to calm herself down. Please stop lying. Can't believe you would say something like this. But acting like nothing happened is just rubbing salt in the wound. I might look confident and all, but I'm really not. I care about your opinion, and you just blocked me after saying all these mean stuff? Whoa, wait a second. I didn't block you or say anything mean whatsoever. Rowan seemed surprised. She suddenly went quiet with a glare still on her face. I picked up my phone, opened up our conversation, and handed over my phone. She took the phone from my hands and began reading through the texts. Her face shifted from anger to confusion to worriness to anxiousness, and lastly, something seemed to be embarrassment. The shop was quiet for what felt like forever, but was realistically only a few minutes while Rowan continued to stare at my phone. Just slightly raising her hand, she handed it back to me with a look of guilt. I'm sorry. Still a bit stunned by the situation, my mouth didn't move. With no answer from me, and with the quiet of the shop, Rowan had to continue. I can't explain how incredibly sorry I am for all that. The tension in the room eased, though still awkward, and Rowan opened her mouth again while she raised her head slightly. She stopped, took a deep breath, and looked at me again. Okay, I won't try to downplay the situation. I was horrible to you. You are better than me because I would have started screaming too if someone barged into my place of work like that. Once again, I really can't tell you how sorry I am. She took another deep breath, followed by her lowering her head and noticing her hands firmly holding her clothes. I was serious when I asked you on a date and got excited that you actually texted me. After a while, I received messages from another number saying it was from you. It was going great until they started saying very unpleasant things. I got pissed that you were rude to me, but the worst was when you blocked me out of nowhere. I know that I didn't make the best first impression, but I want you to like me. Rowan had raised her head again, looked at me in the eyes, blinked a lot, and quickly decided to look past me. I know that doesn't make it all okay. I'm sorry. Okay. And to be completely honest, I feel legitimately dumb for not thinking about the whole number thing. I did get a little bit suspicious. I think her friends did that. I think her friends, quote unquote, or Jessica did that. With some hesitation, I thought that maybe this would be a one-time thing and we can get past it. Though I didn't appreciate being treated like that, it seemed like she had a justifiable reason to be angry. Roman kiss apology. What the hell were those messages? What could have pissed her off so badly? Do you have an idea of who might have done that and how? Also, what did I say that made you so angry? I'd rather not tell. I'm sorry. Trust me on that, please. There's no need for you to know. Well, it does concern me. Someone pretended to be me. I know, sorry, but I think I know who did it, and I promise I'll handle it. By threatening them too? by calmly confronting them with non-violent words. Sounds better. I know. Again, I'm sorry for that. You said sorry enough. No worries. I was mostly shocked because I didn't know what you were talking about. I still find it weird, but I'll trust your word when you say that you can deal with it. I would like to move forward since we've cleared everything up now. Do you still have the same number? Rowan breathed out and looked relieved. Still interested in talking to me? Yeah, of course. Let's start over if that sounds good with you. All right.
Hi, my name is Rowan. I think you're cute. Here's my number. Do you want to go out sometime?
Beanie, I'm romancing myself. This is the peak of narcissism. What's wrong? Baby girl, if you want like kibble, I can fill up your kibble for a little snacky after I'm done with stream, okay? You have breakfast still though. She likes snacks a lot. Her little snack bowl is empty, but she has breakfast still that she hasn't eaten yet. Hi, Rowan. My name is Izzy, and here's my number. Also, I'd love to hang out with you next weekend. I'd love to go on a date with you next weekend. Well, that is if that works with you. Rowan's cheeks went red, and she had a smile on her lips. Yeah, that works for me. Her voice was a bit shaky, sounding nervous, but she looked happy. Seeing it made me smile as well, and I was excited to learn more about her. For a moment, everything seemed perfect, but obviously the world is cruel, and our chat got cut short by a call coming from Rowan's phone. She peered down on her phone and looked a bit nervous, rejecting the phone call before I could even see who it was. Sorry to dip out so quickly after all that, but I have something I really need to deal with, so I can't stay any longer. Sorry. That's okay. I'm still working anyway. I'm really looking forward to next weekend. I think I know where we're going. If my memory serves me right, I think I remember. I'll text you right number and all so we can make a plan. I gave her a small nod and a smile. I'll be waiting from the right number and all. To make sure that she understood that it was said a bit tongue-in-cheek, I added a small wink. Thank you for hearing me out. And I know I've said it tons of times already, but I'm sorry. I feel deeply ashamed, and this will keep me awake at night. Anyway, I need to get going now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Rowan still had her head bowed as she turned away to walk out the door. Hi. Oh, you want me to throw your toy? She just brought me this. Miss Rory brought me this. Let me throw it. Here, wait. The door's kind of narrow right now. Let me open it more. Yeah, so I can throw it through the door. So you can go get it. You ready? You ready? You ready? Let me see if I can show you guys. 1, 2, 3. Go get it. She's running to get it. Will she come back with it? I see her shadow moving closer. She might not come back with it. Oh, she's coming back with it. Oh yeah, no, she's playing with it now. Okay. Okay. We share with the class. Oh, about where we're going? No. Y'all get to find that out. That time the door opened and closed softly, like she was trying to make up for how she had slammed it earlier. Now that everything had calmed down, a morbid idea came to mind. What kind of text did she get that she couldn't even bring herself to share? That could have made her that angry. Was Rowan being blackmailed? No, it's impossible. I wouldn't be involved in that case. I was so on edge thinking that way. She said she would handle the matter. If she was able to do so, it must not be that severe. But they insulted her incredibly. What could have freaked her out so much? Like, is something I could have known that would make her feel threatened? That would explain her reaction. It could be. The doorbell cut me from my thoughts, but to my surprise, it was only the wind. Oh, she didn't close the door fully. I went to fix that, making sure the sign didn't flip in the process. That's suspicious. I don't like that. That's suspicious. I don't like the idea of the door opening by itself. I should relax during the rest of my shift. Thinking about what we could do on our date would be better than fall into paranoia. I'll do that. Oh my god, day 4! Oh my gosh. The morning sun cast a soft glow on the walls of my bedroom through the thin curtains. The weather had finally shifted. After weeks of cold, biting winds and gray skies, September had decided to grace us with a rare warmth. The air had been crisp but gentle, carrying the faint scent of morning dew. It felt like the perfect day to step outside. Ooh, we're in her house. I hadn't been able to stop overthinking everything that had happened recently. Rowan's outburst. It felt like a puzzle I wasn't able to solve, as there were too many missing pieces. But there I was, about to go on a date with someone who was still, for all intents and purposes, a stranger. What was wrong with me? As usual, I was about to spiral down when I heard a knock at the door. Game whispers. What the fuck? Game whispers? Game whispers? What? I went to check, and there stood my downstairs neighbor waiting silently outside. Hi, Paul. What's up? Hi. Just wanted to let you know that I'll be out of town for 4 days, and the girls are staying at home by themselves. I trust Nina, but just in case, I told them if there's any issue that they can knock on your door. Is that all right with you? Sure, but they know I'm out at night during weekdays, right? Yeah, they know. I just wanted to make sure that it was no bother for you that I told the girls they could rely on you. Of course, they can come if they need anything. I'll text you if there are any issues. Thanks, Izzy. Have a great day. You too, Paul. I heard his footsteps creaking down the stairs before his front door closing shut behind him. Back in my loneliness once again, a strange feeling went up my spine. Something I couldn't quite place. Maybe it was just the shift in the atmosphere or the quiet pressing in too suddenly after the brief conversation. Maybe it was nothing. It was clear I was clearly not doing well. Don't stray. I glanced at the door, hesitating. Was going out really a good idea? Go on the date. I exhaled and tried to shake off the uneasy feeling. I had been spending too much time alone lately, and it wasn't doing me any favors. If I let myself get stuck in my mind any longer, I would just end up making everything worse. I needed this. Moreover, I enjoyed Rowan's company. I stood in front of the mirror, absently tugging at the hem of my skirt. My reflection stared back at me, distant. Was that too casual? I hesitated. Maybe I should change to something more fancy, but no, I wasn't going to overthink again. I was just going out. Still, something in me made me pause before stepping away from the mirror. What did we plan today again? Sorry, I don't like things with mirrors. An aquarium visit. How could I forget? She was the one who proposed the idea. It was a bit far away, but Rowan knew about a good place worth visiting even at that time of the year. I wonder how she learned about that place. The aquarium was quieter than I had expected. I went to the aquarium because I know that my character likes whale sharks. I hope that was the right choice, though. The aquarium was quieter than I had expected. Muted lighting, soft reflections from the tanks rippling across the walls. There were a few parents walking around with their kids. I glanced down at my phone. No service. Figures. I put it back into my pocket and leaned against the cool railing by the jellyfish exhibit. The pulse of light inside the tank was almost hypnotic. Then I saw her. Rowan was not quite rushing, but definitely walking fast. I watched her from across the room, obscured behind a group of tourists. She stopped for a second, took out a small mirror from her bag, and checked her makeup with a tiny frown, and ran her fingers through her bangs. Me too, bestie, me too. I looked at her, my gaze followed her movements. Why did she seem so nervous? She just wanted, because she's on a date, what the heck? Yuri Aquarium? Ah, classic, exactly. She adjusted one of her boots, and in the process finally spotted me. A small flicker of surprise crossed her face, and then she came over. Hi. You been here long? Just a couple minutes. No signal near, though. It's almost like a Faraday cage. She nodded like she already knew. Her shoulders eased up a little bit. I couldn't tell if it was from relief or just nerves still working themselves out. Seeing that she seemed stressed. That's a tongue twister. I tried to start the conversation. You look really nice, by the way. Rowan stood still for a second, not reacting in any way, before giving me a heart-warmed smile.
Thank you. You look nice too.
She finally seemed to relax. Her eyes flickered past the tank behind me. So, have you ever been here before? Nope, first time. I didn't even know we had an aquarium in the region. Really? There's so many of them. Wait, you never went to Cherbourg? They have a museum about sea exploration and the ocean. I don't have a car, and my parents really never took me. Oh, I see. You should visit one day. It's better than this place, to be completely honest. We should have gone there today. Yeah, but I wanted to visit this one with you. It's kind of a hidden gem. It's not a big aquarium, but the staff here take really good care of the animals. They don't just toss fish in the tanks and call it a day. I looked around. The tanks were clean. Actually, they were crystal clear. The fish swam with that unbothered sort of elegance. I didn't know enough about fish care to be sure if they looked all healthy. That's why I think it's worth coming here. Her voice had softened. To support your local aquarium, you know? I see. How do you find out about this place? Oh, funny story. My dad used to bring me here when I was in middle school. We would pass by here after Taekwondo practice every Wednesday. You did Taekwondo? Surprised? I don't know, I just didn't imagine you as a sporty kid. Oh, I wasn't.
My mom says I used to be an aggressive kid, so my parents enrolled me in Taekwondo to help me with discipline. My dad was happy because he thought I could make friends with other Asian kids there.
Yeah, because Rowan is half, I think, Taiwanese, half French. I hope I'm remembering that correctly. I stared at her for a second longer than I meant to, which she seemed to notice.
Oh, right. For context, my dad is Taiwanese.
Yes, she is Taiwanese. Yeah. There weren't a lot of Asian kids in our area, so she was excited anytime there was a chance we could possibly meet people with similar heritage. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to make a face or anything. You're fine, I get it. I don't really look the part. She said it lightly, but I couldn't tell how much of it was a joke and how much was just discomfort. Before I could say anything else, she turned towards the exhibit. Well, let's all spend the afternoon at the entrance. We can follow the exhibit path if you want. I gave her an affirmative nod and then followed her into the dimly lit hall, surrounded by soft bubbling sounds and the glow of blue tanks. I love aquariums. I'm happy you voiced this character. Thank you. We wandered through the different I'm happy to have voiced them too. We wandered through the different exhibitions. Why am I having a brain fart right now? For some reason in my head, I feel like it should just be exhibits. Wander through the different exhibits together. Exhibitions? Sure. The soft, diffused glow from the tanks painted shifting patterns across the floor. Blue, green, and violet light reflecting on Rowan's face as she stood close to the glass. She was practically bouncing, moving from one take to the next with a kind of quiet excitement I hadn't seen in her before. Okay, look at this one. This one is a lionfish. See, they named them like that because the spines that surround their heads mimic a lion's mane. They're super poisonous, like touch one and your whole arm goes numb. I love them. They look like beautiful corals. She grinned, tapping a finger lightly against the info plaque. And see those little fins? They use them to herd prey like tiny shepherds. Isn't that brilliant? I found myself smiling without meaning to. Everywhere we went, she had something to say. A weird trivia fact about seahorses, a story about a crab that used to hide behind a rock and spook kids who got too close, a complaint about how the pufferfish here weren't as big as they used to be. From time to time, a staff member would pass by dressed in a navy polo and the aquarium logo stitched above the heart, and they would always do a double take at Rowan. And then, like clockwork, "Hey, Rowan. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you back here." She'd brighten up immediately. "Hey, Claude." "Yeah, this week has been a lot, but I had to come back." They'd exchange a couple words, ending with them glancing my way. "Who's this?" Before I could even fumble out a hello, Rowan answered for me. "My date! I'm showing her the best spots around town." She introduced me as her date. She is such a cutie nerd for being a mean girl. Exactly. She's just like, she's the epitome of like the mean girl who wouldn't be a mean girl if it weren't for their friends being mean girls, who actually is just like a secret nerd who just doesn't want to be picked on, so therefore they become friends with the bullies. But they end up getting picked on anyways. That is so like Rowan coded, I feel like. At least in my head, that's the vibe. Oh, I see. Then I'll let you two be. Have a nice visit. It kept happening. Every few rooms, another staff member would wave her down. She knew their names, asked about their weekends, their pets, their new tattoos. It was still a great moment. I didn't mind that it had slowed down our visit. That's when I realized I wasn't really looking at the fish anymore. I was looking at her. The way her face would light up when she spotted something she liked. How animated she was. Words coming out faster than usual. Like she couldn't wait to get them out fast enough. She couldn't get them out fast enough. That's when it hit me. This was the first time since I'd met Rowan that she looked so happy. Hold on, I'm gonna save real quick. I just realized I did not save since we got to day 4. Okay. She was radiant, practically glowing. And somehow, watching her like that made me feel good as well. It felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be. We eventually reached the end of the exhibition. I feel like I keep feeling like I'm accidentally saying the kink. If you know, you know. And that's why I keep being like, am I saying it right? Exhibition? The space opened into a small souvenir shop near the exit, packed with plushies. Get the ring right now. When's the wedding? Zumi, use your own. I don't have my ring on right now. I didn't put on any jewelry today. It's on my vanity. The space opened up into a small souvenir shop near the exit, packed with plushies, shell necklaces, and brightly colored keychains shaped like stingrays and clownfish. A couple of kids begged their parents for plastic diver helmets, while a bored-looking cashier rang up a snow globe. Rowan slowed her pace, brushing her bangs out of her eyes. Mitu besti. She glanced at the bus schedule she had saved on her phone. I forgot about the weekend schedule. The next bus won't be here for quite a while. She turned at me, a spark of mischief on her face. There's a mini projection room if you want to check it out. It's nothing fancy, but we could sit down for a bit. I shrugged. Sure. I could use a break. Rowan nodded, like she'd hoped I'd say that, and strolled on ahead. Her steps were so light. There was practically a skip in her step. We went through a dim corridor tucked between two galleries of marine exposition. No, Yeah, sure. The room was even smaller than I had expected. A couple rows of worn upholstered chairs. See, I knew that word. Hey. Upholstered chairs faced a plain wall where a documentary was being projected. The background noise of the projector filled the room while the audio track crackled through a pair of wall-mounted speakers. First, a calm male voice speaking in French, en français. But after a few lines, A woman's voice took over, speaking in English, translating what the man had said. The coastal ecosystems are home to over 3,000 species of marine life. Rowan dropped into a seat right in the middle of the empty room, like she owned the place. She tossed her bag on the floor beside her and leaned back, one leg crossed over the other. I sat down next to her, the seat letting out a soft creak beneath me. It was quiet. For the first time since we had stepped into the aquarium, Rowan wasn't talking, just watching. The narrator's voice carried through the little room. Often depicted as mindless predators, sharks play a vital role in maintaining the balance of marine ecosystems. Despite their fearsome reputation, the vast majority of shark species are not dangerous to humans. Unprovoked attacks remain exceedingly rare. The image shifted to show a pair of sharks swimming side by side. Some shark species, such as the sand tiger shark and the whale shark, have been observed forming long-lasting social bonds. Rowan tapped me on the shoulder. Her face looked more soft in the pale light of the screen. She had an affectionate smile on her lips and looked almost at peace. Side note, I really like sharks. Whale sharks. Those are my favorites. I tilted my head. Why are you whispering? No reason. All right. Is that your favorite marine species then? Whale shark? She shrugged, but she was smiling. Yeah. I mean, I like fish in general, but there's something about sharks. I like them a lot. Yeah, I kind of noticed. I chuckled as I looked at Rowan. A faint blush rose to her cheeks. Her bangs almost covering it up as she ducked her head down a little. Sorry if I've been talking your ear off today. I get chatty when I'm excited about something. I shook my head. Don't apologize. I've had a really good time. I've been really stressed these days, and this helped me relax. So thanks for bringing me here. Rowan looked over at me, and for a second, the room felt even more quiet. She then smiled again. I'm glad. Rowan's hand brushed against mine, fingers lingering. Then she let it rest there, light, careful, but undeniably there. I didn't know what to do with the sudden warmth of her skin, so I tried not to move at all, to not ruin the moment. It was nothing dramatic, just a simple soft touch that made me suddenly hyper-aware of every inch of the space between us. Neither of us said anything. The projection kept playing and kept my gaze fixed on the screen. A few minutes later, the documentary ended with a slow fade-out. The credits began to roll with white text over a simple underwater backdrop. It loops. It's the same documentary on repeat. Wait, so you've already watched all that? Yeah. Multiple times. And it doesn't bore you? No. It's not thrilling, but I still find it enjoyable. The best part, though, is that I can quote the whole thing. My dad used to brag about how perfectly I'd recite it back then. Rowan, how many times have you watched this? Too many to count, but today is different because I got to watch it with you. Aw, that's sweet. I am sweet. Sometimes you're mean. I was just joking. Sorry, I'm not the best with sarcasm. Anyway, we can head out now. Sure, let's go. We stepped out from the little projection room. As we passed through the last hallway before the exit, a kid holding a round plush caught Rowan's eye. Rowan slowed down, squinching at it. That's not a real fish. I laughed. Yes, Rowan, that's a plushie. No, I mean, it's inaccurate. It's a made-up fish. Maybe a mix of a whale? You can go complain to the souvenir shop about their scientific inaccuracies. She snorted. I won't. It's kind of cute for a freak of nature. So you like it? Yeah, it... She stopped herself, clearly seeing where I was heading. No. It's not worth buying. It's just silly stuff. I could practically see the exact moment the thought crossed her mind and she tried to push it down. Which meant that, of course, I had to do something about it. To her dismay, I grinned. Hey, Rowan. What? Hold on. Chat's distracting me. Okay, everything's fine. Wait here a sec. Before she could react, I darted towards the souvenir shop.
Get back here!
I could hear the footsteps chasing after me as I slipped past a rack of keychains and made a beeline for the plush display. A whole pile of those ridiculous round sea creatures sat there in a rainbow of soft pastels. I took the most normal looking one and moved quickly to the counter. Rowan caught up, reaching for the one in my hand.
I said it's not worth it. You don't need to give me that.
Nuh-uh. I sidestepped her and dropped the creature alongside money on the counter. The bored-looking cashier perked up with mild amusement at Rowan as Rowan practically clung to my arm. You don't have to buy me a stupid plush, I swear to God. Too late. The cashier rang it up, clearly entertained. Rowan groaned dramatically. The plush was bagged and handed over with a small nod. I turned around, grinning like an idiot, and held it out to her. For you, milady. She stared at it, then at me, then back at it again. You're so annoying. But her cheeks were red, and she took it anyway, cradling the thing in both arms like she couldn't quite believe it. I owe you chips and a plushie now. It's a present. You don't have to repay me for that. All right. We left the gift shop, showered by the late afternoon light shining through the glass ceiling. The steady bubble and ripple of the tanks followed us down the last hallway before the exit. Rowan walked beside me, and the plush squished in the crook of her arm. I turned not to smile like an idiot again while looking at her. As we passed by one of the last tanks, she slowed down and glanced at me. Hey. Yeah? Can you take a picture of me with it? I held up the plush a little, her eyes avoiding mine. What's this? I thought it was not worth it. She laughed, blocking her face. Okay, fine, I love it. Shut up and take the photo. I pulled out my phone and stepped back a little. Okay, smile. I can't do it on command. Then say cheese really loudly. Cheese! That's adorable. I snapped the photo as fast as I could, not prepared for her to do it so quickly. God, she seemed happy. Like, really happy. Maybe it was stupid. Maybe it was cheesy as hell, but seeing her like that made my heart go all gooey. Honestly, if I could have bottled up that feeling, I would have. It was dumb how good it felt. But it really did feel great. Somehow knowing I'd help make today a good day for her made my chest feel fuzzy. I wanted to stay in it just a little longer. It was a beautiful day. Rowan! Both of us turned around. It was one of the women who'd stopped to talk to Rowan earlier, her expression tight with worry. She hurried towards us, phone in hand, a pale face. There you are, thank God. Rowan, you need to go to the police station now. What's going on? I think it might be your missing friend.
What? Eugenie, what are you talking about?
They found a dead body and people are saying that it might be Sam's corpse. The words felt like a thunderclap. I saw Rowan come to a halt. Every trace of color drained from her face. She didn't say anything. The plush slipped a little in her arms. Just like that, what had been a good day was over. That's what's out right now? That's crazy. I need more. What? We got the good ending. Yay! We got the good ending with Rowan. Okay. I need more. What? What? Huh? Thank you for playing Applebag's demo. If you enjoyed the game, please consider supporting us by leaving a review on itch.io. Since this game hides quite a few secrets, we recommend replaying it at least once. Oh, I was still reading! Hey, I was reading. Hold on, my stream deal. Hey, who am I to say? You can also check out the devs Tumblr for more content. Have a great day, players. Okay. Well, that was Applebag. Thank you guys so much for joining. That is what is out right now of Applebag. There will be more. And I'm very excited to voice Rowan more. I do want to replay this doing a different love interest. I think that'd be very fun. We'll have to do that another time. But thank you guys so much for joining. Yes, we will replay Add Romance a different character. We also might get more answers because I'm pretty sure that is Sam. Like I think Sam is the mysterious tall figure. The NB. The they them icon. But that's just speculatory. I don't know that for certain. That's my theory. Hey, that's just a gay theory. Okay? But there will be more. And I'm excited to play it. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm really excited to play more of this game. Make sure to go download the game on itch.io if that's something you're interested in. I will actually link it real quick for those who might not have been there when I linked it last time. I am so excited for more of this game to come out. So excited to voice more. Go over to itch.io, download the game. It's free. You can also leave a review if you'd like. And as it said, there's updates. They have a Discord and they also have a Tumblr. Dream Tea Games has a Discord and then also a Tumblr where you can like get more updates and stuff. So go check them out. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time.